Here at Hands-On Training, we believe in the fact that there are basic tenets to our selling philosophy that it's important that you understand and master. We talked about the fact that there are 3 pillars for professional selling, and we're starting to work through specific definitions for the selling profession, the first of which we talked about before, which is the definition of the word selling. Now I want to talk to you about the definition of the verb to qualify. In order for someone to qualify, think about what we're talking about here. Not someone that will take your call or that will take a meeting with you. That's not a key qualification. That's not the only qualification. What I'm talking about is I want you to be very, very specific in your mental process in qualifying people. And my definition of the verb to qualify is meet specific criteria. One of the toughest words for you and I as salespeople to say is no. We hate to turn things away because there might be potential. I'm not saying that you should kick people out of your database left and right. What I'm saying is that as you go through working through your database, make sure that the people you speak to and pursue qualify. You need to touch them several times to get to that point, I understand. So let's make sure that we understand that there are 3 types of people you are going to speak to throughout your selling career. First are suspects, second are prospects, and third are clients. Now, let's define those working backwards. What's the definition of a client? Well, guess what? It's not anybody that will talk to you. It has to be more specifically defined. My definition of a client is someone who has paid me recently. If someone has not paid your company for your product or service in the last 18 months, they're no longer a client. You have to stop treating them that way. We have to have some discipline. A client is someone who has paid us recently. Let's move backward. What's a prospect? Prospect is someone who is reasonably qualified, and you have to set your criteria to know who you will continue to pursue and who you will move away from. And the third is a suspect. Suspect is the great, grand, gooey universe full of humans that you might have an opportunity to speak to. So, in that opportunity, you must make sure that you understand who people are that you're talking to. Are they a suspect, a prospect, or a client? I want you to go through your database. I want you to find 50 names. Before you go through the next video in this series, find 50 names, look through them, and put a letter on a piece of paper next to each name, indicating whether they are a suspect, a prospect, or a client. I think it's going to be pretty enlightening for you, and it'll help us as we go through this series. Now, go out there and sell something.